put some chains on our drives and our trailer. We're just gonna do one drive, and we're gonna do the trailer cables to show you how to put them on.
Twisted.
Feel free to add me on your application as the driver who referred you. You will click yes and then type in COXDJO.
Alright, so got the big bag of chains. Nice and heavy bag of chains. We're going to pull these out of the bag. We want to lay them out nice and straight. Alright, there's the chains. We've got them all laid out nice and neat, with the hooks up at the front of the tire.
Yeah, I want to make sure that's thrown in there too. Oh, and make sure your hooks are not tangled all up in your chain.
Yeah, that was the issue a while ago. Alright, let's do this. Okay. So now we're going to move the truck back about a foot or so. So now we're going to put the hook through the loops. Alright, now he's going to start using the wrench and tightening it.
There's a little wrench right here. See? See? Gotcha. Don't do like I just did. Go the right way. You're still wrong.
Hold on.
Okay, we found us another bungee cord, and then normally you would have one going like this way and one going up this way, and then your chains will be extra tight.
Alright, so trailer tires need a special cable that goes on them. So now we're going to put cables on the trailer tire. I do not suggest doing this one at a time. I suggest putting on as many chains as you can and cables and everything. Pull up that little bit and then hook them all up. Don't get out here and redo all the work again. Time is money. Being efficient, less work. It's still a lot of work because I'm sweating.
So after you drape it over the tire and get it completely around it, the cables are long enough to go all the way to the hook on the other side. So you can actually hook it and then pull forward so it doesn't fall off.
But now he's going to back up. We're going to rotate that around front. We're gonna tighten it up most we can, latch it on. So now on the inside, I just pulled it through that as much as I could, and it latched down, and then I'm gonna put the little excess into this little holder right here. And then I'm gonna take this side right here, put as much of this in there as I can, and then Chris is gonna swing that handle around so I can video it. So he's putting as much of that in there as he can.
Give me one more. No, two more.
And then he's gonna flop the handle around and latch it back on. And that is the tire cables. And of course, he's gonna throw his bungee cord. He's gonna throw his bungee cords across it, as many as he can, to hold it kind of in place and snug it up. And guess what? Now you know how to put on tire chains and cables. So with these chains, some things that you need to know about them. After you drive for about 15 miles, you need to pull over and recheck them, because as the tire's spinning, they're gonna move around and they're gonna get loose. You need to re-tighten them down. Make sure that they're secure. Also, you do not want to be driving over about 20 to 30 miles per hour. You don't want to be going faster than that. What's going to happen is these are going to start to break and they're going to come off. They're going to either go out, hit a car, they could tear up your truck, they could knock your mud flaps off, they could tear up brake lines. I mean, there's been countless damage caused by these chains. They're also going to chunk the tire. So be aware that they're going to do some damage to your tires and stuff like that. It's a lot safer to pull over if you feel like it's unsafe to drive. Make sure you're pulling over rather than being kind of talked into doing these chains. It's going to be a lot of work just to do the chains from the beginning. So make sure that you're being safe out there. These chains right here are on the training pad. You have some cables out here too that you can come out here and practice putting on chains and taking them off and re-putting them on. That way you know exactly how to do it. These tires are elevated, so all you gotta do is spin it. You don't even have to move the truck, because moving the truck it's even harder to do. Definitely check your chains after you drove for about 15 to 17 miles. Make sure if they need to be adjusted and re-tightened, go ahead and re-tighten. The last thing you want to do is that chain come off of that tire. For number one, they cost money. You know, money's what we're out here to make, not to lose these and have to buy a new set. Make sure that you're check on the weather, the conditions of the road ahead of you. That way you can make a plan to stop early, maybe drive longer one day than you normally wanted to, you know, just so you can beat the weather. Be aware of the chain laws. Look out for the chain signs that make you chain up. Make sure you're aware of what type of chaining you need. You need just the truck chains. You need the truck and trailer. Whenever you get your chains, they come with 2 in each bag here at Prime. And so you have 2 in each bag. You've got 2 bags. That takes care of all 4 drives. And then you have 2 cables in each bag. And that takes care of an entire trailer. So right there you have enough chains to do all 4 drives and all 4 of the trailer tires. That way you will have enough chains for any situation that they may arise. Chains are really expensive. You don't want to have to buy new ones. Like I said, if the roads are bad, then you might be better off pulling over and just calling it a day. If it's a flat road, flat area, you might just go ahead and just wait a few hours. You should be able to clean it up. Any grades and stuff like that are going to be harder to clean up, and they're going to require chains even longer. So you might not have that option. What you might get stuck in a situation where you have to chain up to make it so much safer to pull over. At the end of the day, the thing I want you to do the most is be safe. I wanted to show y'all this video on how to chain up. That way you're better prepared if you ever run into that situation. Remember, you're the captain of the ship. If you don't feel safe, don't drive. Knowledge is power. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Add me as a referral to your application. Click yes and then type in COXDJO.
Make sure you click the next video right there.